the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And it's a bunch formation. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's Barnett. Snides the quick throw. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Here's the second down play. Ball handed off. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. They didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
You cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up fourth down.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. The Buckeyes pick up first down yards to keep the drive going.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Reed. Grab down the middle. It's Thurman. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
They keep him off balance with a run. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Oh, that one's picked off. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get one or two a year. He was not going to squander this chance.
So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
But never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Look out, room to run here. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the handoff again. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a security blanket for this quarterback. When in doubt, just throw it to the big man and let him go up and make the catch for the touchdown.
Oh, and it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. Back to throw. It's Reed. Quick throw to the left. What a catch! They get him to the ground. It's first down now at the 28.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Contact as he threw it. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain.
Quarterback did a good job of hanging in there and delivering the pass, knowing that the hit was coming, and it paid off.
Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback every time they...
Has it back to the end zone. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Went it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. 2nd and goal for the offense. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And he keeps it. Has the first down and more. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Extra point puts them up 9 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Crosses the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PHC up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape the pass rush there. Brought down for a short loss. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and 1 from the 23. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Ball carrier tackled there. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Important third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Fires it on the move. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. He dumps it off to the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to scramble. He'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking deep to the right side. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They bring him down. A chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. To throw, it's Reed. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Too much speed for the defense.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And the PAT is good. Puts him up 5. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Pressure is coming. On the run here, lets it go. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Running out of time in the pocket. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at the 40. First down, looking to throw the football. Nice grab. It's Davidson. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of one.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. The guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
The pass rush closing in. With the catch, it's Davidson. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. QB bootlegs here. On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. For the 25. They finally stop him, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Play action fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away. The second down incompletion. They'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Back to pass. It's Barnett. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3 when the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Porter. Tackle, but 1st down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. He'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. He escapes the pocket. Looking for his big tight end. The pass ball is incomplete. They could not hook up on the final play of the 3rd quarter. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play. Play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on the screen. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Looking to scramble. He'll heave the ball deep down that right side.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's an out route. The catch made. One runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Second down coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. Gets the first and still running. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Looking to throw. It's Barnett. On the move now. Extending the play now. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
3rd and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Takes off in a bootleg. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
There's the handoff.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Give it to the back again. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? A quick throw out left, complete. He's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
And he's got it, no problem. And they take the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
But there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the 4th quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keeping it on the ground here. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Dropping back, it's Reed. Caught near the sticks. It's Porter. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. Time winding down deep in this game. And a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? Makes the grab. It's Porter. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much, just a small gain. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? That's reeled in. It's Porter. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here.
Timeout.
So here we go. One of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. And it comes down to this, a chance to put his team in the lead in the final stages of this one. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. The miss still losing by that single point. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.